I have to ask you a personal question. Do you think that grinding ruined gaming? And the reason why I'm asking you this is because gaming used to feel simple. Games were about the journey, not the destination. Collecting items in a single player or a multiplayer game were more like a bonus that you did in your pastime or just unlocked it by random chance. And when you actually got to max level, there weren't any extra levels that you suddenly unlocked or new challenges that you were able to grind. You were finished. You finished the game. And since CS is a game that I will play, I will use it most to make references. However, these references can always be made for other games and also include them. But before we get into the story, guys, it would be amazing if you supported my channel by joining the membership program and looking out for the giveaway. It's in the description below. There's also more on Discord, so check it out. And now a quick word from our sponsor.
This video is sponsored by Skinbaron, the ultimate marketplace for buying and selling your CS skins. Skinbaron is a German company with an excellent Trustpilot rating, trusted by thousands of players. Save up to 30% compared to the Steam market with over 1 million skins and easy to use filters. Finding your perfect skin is a breeze. They offer multiple payment methods including credit card, Klarna and even more. And if you're selling a skin worth over 1,000 euros, you'll only pay 2% fees on it. Use my code Shifterz to support the channel and start your Skinbaron journey today. Thank you, Skinbaron, and now back to the video.
Let's look back at some older games. Progression usually came with skill. There wasn't a rank that defined how good you were. There wasn't a level that defined it. The only thing that maybe could identify how good you were was by the time that you spent playing the game. However, that is not a determining factor. And at that point, it didn't matter. Played games because you like. Going back to even after CSGO, it doesn't matter how many times you played the same map or a non-balanced game mode. You were just playing them for the fun. And over time, you started learning how people play maps. Or in single player games, you started to understand the inner workings of a game. And going forward a couple of years, we started seeing ranks that started defining how good you were. They added the first grind element to the game. And before you knew it, cosmetics
Were introduced.
combined with events and limited time offers that you could only get in a specific time. And before you knew it, you had 5 different challenges that you needed to complete in less than 5 days or even less. And if you didn't complete them, you wouldn't see this item ever again unless the game had something like a third-party marketplace where you could trade the item for real cash. And because of this FOMO, it always felt I should better complete these daily missions because I have to, or else I won't optimize my grind. And we've reached a point where we're paying monthly subscriptions for bosses and other things to get the most out of the game, which
Feels like not the right way.
so why did this happen? And it's a simple reason. Money. Developers have noticed that live service models and free-to-play models are the way to go. Why should you limit the player to only paying one time for the package of the game and maybe a couple of updates when you can milk them every month for the same amount? Offer them a couple of limited items that they can buy with in-game currency, the grinding they could get, for example the armory pass or a season pass in general. Add on top of that daily missions, weekly missions, daily reward bonuses, and before you know it, you have the player hooked, coming back each time into the game. At this point, it's not about fun anymore, it's about retention. All of the things that I've mentioned are designed to keep you coming back even when you're not really feeling it today and you would rather play something different. However, the daily grind is forcing you. At this point, you are hooked. And for CS, we don't want to miss our yearly service medal or else it might look weird on our profile. But now let's hit the brakes because grinding isn't all that bad. There are some positive things about it or else we wouldn't do it. And especially, I would say in the early 2010s, maybe even 2015, 2016 or even later when we had that whole pandemic thing, grinding gave us a sense of purpose, an extra thing to do when we, for example, finish the main storyline or have a common goal that we can reach with our friends. The long-term goals that you are able to get through grinding are a sense of accomplishment, and in online games
Can build communities.
because like-minded people will work together to reach the goal. And while getting something really good out of the weekly drop system in CS feels good. Yes, it's luck. However, it feels good and gives you a dopamine hit. But here's the catch. When a game demands multiple hours a day from you, or else you're getting punished because you're not able to get all of the items that you want, then we have reached a point where it's
Not healthy anymore.
game is becoming a chore and is more of a nuisance to you than actually being a fun game. And well, the worst part is if you stop playing, you will fall behind, you won't understand the meta anymore, getting back to the game will be difficult, will lose out on items and you will be punished. So is there a future here? Can we do something about it? Most likely not. Grinding is going to be here. The culture has shifted. Gaming itself has become something that is not just only for the pastime. There's also now a possibility that you make it as a career, and therefore people obviously want to become the best they can be. And what we can do as casual players is vote with our wallets. As always, the games that we don't like or feel like that are manipulative, we shouldn't be purchasing or supporting them. However, games that we think are worth saving,
Those are the games that we need to support.
and overall, we can conclude this video by saying grinding has killed gaming as we knew it back then. And this is thanks to the industry shifting, the mentality of players shifting, and the focus overall has moved over from casual to competitive. But nevertheless, there are still games out there that cater to the casual player and are worth preserving. And to everyone who loves playing competitive games or is stuck in a grind, remember, take a break. We all know that 2-week Minecraft phase, maybe it's time to stop with that now. And afterwards, don't worry, the game will be there. You can pick it up. Before you know it, you have caught up with everyone else and can start grinding. And with that said, guys, let me know down in the video below. What's your opinion? Do you think grinding is killing games or is it something else? And as always, don't forget to check out all of the relevant links down in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell if you want to see more content like this.
And I will see you guys on the next one. A special thanks to my supporters, Dennis, die Katze,